Of course, that match was an instant classic.
But, Justine, which match of yours wasn't a classic?
Oh, you're way too kind, Robin. To point out that very real truth.
Were you nervous at all?
Me? Nervous? Of course not. I had that match on lock. In fact, I was always calm, cool, and collected from my first day in the ring to my 6th championship victory.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger, Justine. And introducing the champion from Forest Lake, Minnesota, Molly Holly. Women's Champion, Justine.
Watching my first title win again?
After you talked it up so much on your podcast this week, how can I not?
Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic match. I just figured you had it memorized by now.
Sure, but it's a tradition at this point. Visit my favorite aunt.
Only aunt?
Watch her most epic victories. And now also stress about what I have to live up to in my debut at Survivor Series tomorrow night. Why are you laughing?
Oh, nothing. Just that if I didn't know better, I'd say you were nervous, which is super hilarious, because I know that I didn't teach my favorite niece
Only niece?
to be nervous about getting in the ring and doing what she does best.
Yeah.
Especially not when she's been trained by one of the biggest legends in the business. If I'm being honest, there's really no comparison.
You really do manage to turn everything into a compliment about yourself, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm a 6-time women's champion. Would have been 10 if my career hadn't been cut short by injury.
I get it.
A main eventer and Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Who had the top merch sales in the 2003 fiscal year.
Okay, you've made your point. I should get ready for tomorrow.
That's my girl. Watching my first title win again?
After you talked it up so much on your podcast this week, how can I not?
Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic match. I just figured you had it memorized by now.
Sure, but it's a tradition at this point. Visit my favorite aunt.
Only aunt?
Watch her most epic victories. And now also stress about what I have to live up to in my debut at Survivor Series tomorrow night. Why are you laughing?
Oh, nothing. Just that if I didn't know better, I'd say you were nervous, which is super hilarious, because I know that I didn't teach my favorite niece
Only niece?
to be nervous about getting in the ring and doing what she does best.
Yeah.
Especially not when she's been trained by one of the biggest legends in the business. If I'm being honest, there's really no comparison.
You really do manage to turn everything into a compliment about yourself, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm a 6-time women's champion. Would have been 10 if my career hadn't been cut short by injury.
I get it.
A main eventer and Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Who had the top merch sales in the 2003 fiscal year.
Okay, you've made your point. I should get ready for tomorrow.
That's my girl.
As the mystery SmackDown competitor, shouldn't I have been shuttled in secretly or something? The whole golf cart with the black sheets get up?
Don't worry about it. No one knows who you are. Yet. No one knows who you are yet. Tom!
Justine! And LJ too? It's so good to see you both.
Same here, Tom.
Wait, do you even still go by LJ? Man, it was always a hoot and a half having you backstage when you were a kid, dressing up in Justine's gear, being her shadow, her little Justine. But suppose you're not 8 anymore, huh?
It's fine. But I am trying to get known on my own here.
I've heard. Good thing you're debuting tonight. The secret's pretty much out backstage. A few more hours and it'd be out to the entire WWE universe. You doing something here tonight too, Justine?
Nope, just here to support my niece's big moment.
Come on. Surely you'll find some way to steal the spotlight.
Molly.
Justine.
Wow, I've got a... I better go check on the, Yeah, I got no good reason, but I'm gonna leave now.
I heard you were working backstage these days.
Beats sitting at home, talking to the internet.
It's called a podcast, and it's very popular.
But I'm not here to resurrect old rivalries.
Would you really call it a rivalry if there's a clear conclusion and undisputed winner?
I was actually here to greet our newest WWE superstar. Wish her luck.
She doesn't need luck.
And let her know that I'll be working with her to get her ready for her Survivor Series debut this evening. Is that all right?
No, that's great. I'm so excited to be here representing Team SmackDown.
Great. Get settled and then let's talk. Justine.
Please don't make things more difficult for me on my first day. Besides, you two were friends once.
Sorry, you're right. It's just... Well, you know what she did. It might be ancient history and there's no reason for her to mess with you, but be careful with Molly, okay? I'm gonna go say hello to people. You alright?
I'm alright. I'm ready.
Yeah, you are! I love you, kid. You'll do great.
I hope you don't think we're going to be friends. I certainly won't be taking it easy on you tonight.
Hello to you, too. I figured we'd go hard in the ring since you're Team Raw and I'm Team SmackDown, but, excuse me?
Just because we both come from famous wrestling lineage doesn't mean we have anything in common.
Sorry if I offended you in some way.
Ugh. I have a lot of respect for your aunt. You, not so much. You're only here because you're cashing in on her legacy. But do your best not to make all of us second-generation superstars look bad, okay? Though it's gonna be hard tonight when you're competing against me and the rest of Team Raw.
Hey, nice to finally meet the EST of WWE.
What? Isn't that you?
As in new S superstar in WWE. Ready to show Team Raw what's up tonight?
You know it. That's exactly what I'm here to do.
Now that's the confidence I like to hear. And remember, the rest of Team SmackDown has your back. Although, ideally, we would have at least met each other to get on the same page before today.
Yeah, they said they were really trying to keep my debut a secret.
I get it. I mean, the WWE Universe is going to lose their minds when they realize you're related to Justine. And don't think I'm not going to fangirl out and grill you after we win. You gotta tell me exactly what she's like.
Listen, I love my aunt. I even spent summers traveling with her on tour growing up. But it's important for me to make my own mark in WWE. Hopefully I can do that tonight.
You know the EST is all about standing out, so I understand completely. See you out there tonight. We got this.
Hi, I'm...
LJ, little Justine. Yeah, I overheard. How precious.
Yeah. I was actually going to say I recognize you from NXT 2.0. Ava Moreno, right? You had some great matches with Cora Jade. I didn't realize you had gotten drafted to SmackDown.
Guess your famous WWE legend aunt hasn't been able to get you up to speed on everything.
Honestly, we've been pretty busy prepping for my debut. I'm a little out of the loop on everything else. Who's your match with tonight?
I don't have a match on the show tonight. Not all of us are able to skip the line, LJ.
Did I do something wrong? What's with the attitude?
Let me lay it out for you. A girl named Ava works her whole life to be the best athlete she can be. Excels at some things naturally, puts in the time to get better at the rest. Gets signed to WWE, continues to grind at the Performance Center doing everything the WWE way, makes a mark on NXT 2.0, wins her matches, and gets signed to SmackDown. Sounds pretty great, right?
What's your point?
Some of us work hard. Some of us work harder. And some of us, LJ, get to waltz into Survivor Series and get put into a match that the rest of us, those of us who have done everything by the book, would kill for.
It does sound unfair, but I'm good at this. I got here on my own.
Got here on your own? We'll see what happens tonight. Maybe you are good, and you'll prove that. Regardless, I haven't been given the same opportunity on this brand to prove how good I am. So excuse me if I don't play nice with little Justine, the legacy hire.
Sorry I wasn't able to check in with you sooner. It's always nuts backstage before a major show. And I lost a full 20 minutes to Happy Corbin, who wanted to practice a stand-up routine on me. Luckily, Xia Li overheard and protected me from his bad jokes. How are you doing? Feeling good about tonight?
Honestly, I'm ready. I've trained my whole life for this.
All right. Let's take that confidence, earned or not, and channel it into a great debut. For what it's worth, despite my history with your aunt, it really is my goal to help you succeed here.
You guys have some history, huh?
That's a conversation for another day. Stick around here long enough and you'll have history with everyone. Alliances, rivalries, heck, we even have our fair share of weddings. Although those rarely seem to work out. But let's talk about your debut. I've got your custom gear ready.
Custom gear? What do you mean?
Honestly, I get it. I wouldn't want to debut in it either.
No, I mean I have no idea what you're talking about.
Huh. Not sure how this didn't get to you, but WWE management asked that you debut in a look that honors Justine's legacy. So they've made gear inspired by what your aunt wore when she won her first championship. Not that that specific match would be the moment I'd choose to commemorate. Justine got lucky.
But I brought my own gear. I designed it myself. Besides, I'm not sure if I want to use my aunt's image to establish my own. I want to make my own mark.
Listen, despite my personal feelings, it never hurts to get a rub from a WWE legend. It's also probably not wise to go against management on day one. But I know it's important to stand on your own 2 feet around here. Ultimately, the decision is yours. What do you want to do?
I love my aunt and she taught me a lot, but if I'm going to make it here, I need to make my own mark. I'm going to wear the gear I designed.
All right. We'll see how management reacts. Standing your ground can really go either way around here. But if you're determined to make your own mark, you better have the performance out there to back it up. Go get changed. It's go time.
It's Team Raw ready to battle for brand supremacy.
The following contest is a 6-woman tag team match. On the way to the ring, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Bayley.
The wait is over for the reveal of Team SmackDown's mystery partner.
And their opponents, the Living Legend, Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair. Team SmackDown!
Do you know who that is? The final member of Team SmackDown is none other than the niece of WWE Hall of Famer Justine.
The last legacy superstar I remember debuting at Survivor Series was The Rock. No pressure, kid.
Hold on tight. We're about to witness one of the most anticipated Survivor Series matches in years.
And one of the most anticipated debuts in years. This rookie superstar could be the second coming of her legendary Hall of Fame aunt, Justine.
Don't get your hopes up, Saxton. By the looks of it, I'd say this rookie's here to blaze a new trail.
Sometimes you just gotta show off and show up.
She sent flying into the corner. A big boot.
dropkick. And just like that, we've kicked the tempo up a notch into the DDT.
Horse forearm draped across the middle rope.
And down. Ooh. Kick to the midsection.
She certainly has the confidence of her aunt. Looks like she's setting up for the Justine Jammer.
She's putting her own mark on an old classic.
Not if Charlotte Flair has anything to say about it.
You only have one chance to make a first impression, and this one might include a hurt ankle.
And Rhea's taking advantage. Riptide! Covered by Ripley!
Rhea got her.
With the elimination, Team Raw now has the advantage.
What a letdown for the Blue Squad. She definitely didn't expect to be out so early in this match. The top rope mishap and apparent ankle injury played a key role in that.
And it looks like Charlotte Flair is determined to add insult to injury.
Wait a minute. Hall of Famer Justine is here.
We haven't seen Justine in a WWE arena for over a decade.
One thing is clear, the WWE Universe is thrilled to see this venerated six-time women's champion here tonight in any circumstance.
And it looks like Justine is just as thrilled to see them. Things might not have turned out how she wanted for her niece, but she's loving this crowd.
I'm just hoping that Justine can get her niece on the right track. After this debut, she certainly needs some guidance.
I can't say that was the debut we were hoping for.
I don't know what happened out there. I wanted to make a name for myself based on my own talent.
And you decided to do something showy, took your eyes off of what was happening, and let Charlotte blindside you.
It's not my fault. You told me I had to make...
Listen, you get one brat moment with me, and you just used yours up. Yes, you had to make an impression by doing your job, not trying to steal the show on day one. You're here because you're good, and you could be great. You could have gone out there and had a solid match, and that would have been enough, win or lose. But you bit off more than you can chew.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right. I'm a WWE legend. I'll do my best at damage control. You're already off to a rough start with management. They weren't thrilled that you decided against wearing the tribute gear. Although maybe I can spin that, since it wasn't exactly the performance they would have wanted to be associated with Justine's legacy. Actually worked out for the best.
Nope. They'll just associate it with little old me. I've already seen the chatter on social media.
Great. You're worried about social media at a time like this? Get your head in the game. I'll see you at SmackDown, and we'll take it from there.
Did you hear that pop?
What? The sound of my ankle popping or my career imploding?
Oh, how is that ankle? Or more importantly, how's that ego?
Ankle's okay. Ego? That's another story.
You really went for it out there, huh? Didn't hold back?
The WWE Universe knows I'm related to a legend, and I wanted to make my own mark, but I got carried away. Shouldn't have done that.
I've had enough coulda, woulda, shouldas to last me multiple lifetimes. It's not worth your time to live in the past. I wish I was medically cleared to fight. I would have decked Charlotte Flair for you.
What was that you just finished saying about the coulda, woulda, shouldas?
Oh, shush. One of the few perks of having a career-ending injury is getting to ask my niece to do as I say, not as I do. Since I, can't.
Right.
Listen, I don't want to leave if you need to talk, but I got word that WWE management wants to chat before we head out. Something about the buzz online, whatever that means. You okay?
I'm not, but I will be. No one ever said this would be easy. Just gotta work out the kinks.
That's my girl. I'll find you in a bit.
What was that about? I like to show off as much as the next person, but that was embarrassing.
Sorry. I understand why you're upset, but I did my best.
You grew up learning from one of the most talented WWE legends in history, and that's your best? I did a better job teaching myself in my backyard. Don't expect this to blow over with the SmackDown women's locker room. The Raw women are gonna rub this loss in our faces for a long time.
But what people forget is that for someone to win, someone else has to lose.
It is better to win, though.
Of course. Actually, speaking of winning, I have a few developments that Ruthless Digressions listeners will be thrilled to hear about.
Oh, care to share with those listeners or your co-host?
Like I told my niece at Survivor Series, patience, Robin, patience.
Hey! Welcome to SmackDown.
Thanks. You know, after what Liv said at Survivor Series, I wasn't sure.
Oh, you won't be. But I have a different perspective than the rest of the girls. In fact, I'm actually usually pretty rude to the newbies because, well, I don't want them coming for my SmackDown Women's Championship. But I don't have to worry about you at all.
But I plan on coming for that championship.
Oh my goodness, you're hilarious! After your huge mistake in the Survivor Series match, I know that must have been a joke. I don't have to be rude to you at all. We can be friends.
I think we're done here.
LJ, welcome to SmackDown. How you doing? I'm sorry
Yeah,
that...
not the debut I was hoping for.
Well, you're here now, and have your whole career ahead of you. Listen, I may just be a cameraman, so I can't help train you, but I've been with WWE long enough that I pride myself on knowing how things work around here. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
How do I improve my skills around here?
It's just like the old saying goes, practice makes perfect. The more matches and experience you have in WWE, the better. From there, it's usually up to you to determine how you want to apply what you've learned, whether it's improving your strength, getting better at submissions, or putting more power behind your punches. You get the idea.
You said it's usually up to me what I want to improve?
Sure is. Occasionally, you'll find that certain kinds of matches will benefit you in a more specific sort of way. But if that's the case, you'll know that going in. Sports entertainer insight, I call it.
Okay, cool.
Any other questions? Or...
Thanks, Tom. I think I have the info I need.
Fantastic. Good luck tonight, LJ. I'm certain I'll see you around soon.
So, I know I didn't exactly get the best start, but I've got my head on straight now and I'm ready to go.
That's great to hear.
What do you have for me tonight?
Now, here's something that's less great to hear. WWE management thinks that after everything that's happened, we should take a beat before we put the spotlight back on you.
Don't worry, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. But I need to redeem myself and show the WWE Universe what I can really do. I need at least a little spotlight.
I think you might have to settle for no spotlight. Backstage sentiment on you is not good right now. You may be a SmackDown superstar, but you've got an uphill battle if you actually want to be on the show.
So, my match tonight is...
non-existent.
Ah. What can I do? I don't want to just sit in catering.
No one does. But this will all blow over. My advice until then? Find some way to make an impact. Be so good in the ring that they can't deny you.
How am I supposed to do that if I can't get a match?
I said I couldn't get you a match on SmackDown. There are other opportunities to wrestle. Actually, I can pull some strings and get you on main event. You'll need to find an opponent, though. Most of the roster is pretty busy with commitments on SmackDown, and I don't have time to play matchmaker.
Pretty busy or pretty mad at me, from the sound of it.
Yeah, I may have heard those rumblings. Although, have you met Ava Moreno yet? She's pretty new to SmackDown, too, and also would have something to gain with a good showing on main event.
We've met. I'm not sure she wants to work with me.
Neither of you have to work with anyone. You just have to show up and fight each other. Get her to agree to that, and I'll set up the match. If there's some sort of beef between you two, lean into it. No one said the match had to be friendly.
Well, if it isn't little Justine. I would say I'm sorry how your big debut turned out, but I don't like to lie. What do you want?
Let's cut to the chase. I want a match on main event. Molly said she can get me one if I find an opponent. It sounds like getting that exposure could help both of us. Are you interested?
Sure.
Great. That was actually easier than I thought.
Oh, but let me be clear. I want a match on main event, but not one against you. I want to make an impact here in WWE and make my matches count. It doesn't help me at all to defeat some jobber.
What did you just call me?
If I wasn't perfectly clear at Survivor Series, I like people who've come up the right way and paid their dues. Not nieces who get handed special treatment because of what family they're a part of. And if that wasn't enough, I certainly don't like you after you proved me right and made a mess of things.
Regardless of what you think of me, I don't see how just sitting around and complaining is going to change anything.
I know as well as you do that no one else in the locker room is going to help you. You want a match with me? Prove that you have what it takes when you have to work for an opportunity. Pay some dues and stop waltzing around expecting special treatment.
I don't waltz.
We can agree to disagree, LJ.
I've got some good news for you.
You've actually got a match for me this week?
Actually, yes.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
I should clarify. It's not on SmackDown, but at a non-televised live event. Dana Brooke was supposed to have a match, but she did one too many handsprings, sprained her...
A match is a match, and if it helps me win a little favor around here...
Winning the match would help you gain even more...
here is your winner, the Living Legend.
I respect the effort, but it's gonna take a little bit more than that to get a match with me.
I hear the powers that be are conspiring to keep you off of SmackDown.
I don't think I would say anyone is conspiring against me.
You call it proving yourself. I call it fighting the powers of the malicious arms of WWE management. A power I...
Thanks.
I know you're having a bit of a rough start, but it's like I always say. Work hard, treat people fairly, and earn respect.
That's a rope break there. One, two, it's over!
Hey, what's up? I was actually hoping to see you around.
You were?
Yeah, I loved watching old clips of your aunt on the network when I was growing up, but it was so...
Would have been cooler to win. What are you doing at SmackDown? NXT 2.0 doesn't take up enough of your time?
Just doing some photo shoots and a little press. Honestly, it's been nice to be backstage at a show where I don't have to keep a lookout for toxic attraction.
Want some help?
If you're offering, yeah. Honestly, I think they're just jealous. They may be hot and talented, but they could never do what I do. For one, they'd fall off the skateboard. You don't mind coming to NXT 2.0?
Not at all. It's not like I'm spread too thin with all my matches on SmackDown.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Vermont, the Living Legend. And her partner, from Chicago, Illinois, Cora Jade. Jade.
Now, I heard you're making some waves lately. Waves in the kiddie pool, but waves nonetheless.
Maybe, but I didn't come to...
Didn't say that you did. Just like I didn't come to WWE to be pushed as the next big thing, only to be ultimately set aside and fired.
Why did you bring up being fired? Is this supposed...
Started that way, but admittedly it took a turn. Sorry, I should have been more clear. I expected everything...
I respect the effort.
Looks like you were right about making a statement.
No problem, Corey. I was happy to help.
Well, that was certainly a good start. How'd you like to give the trainers here another demo?
What'd you have in mind?
Nikita Lyons, Caden Carter, and Zaya Lee are coming to the PC for a social media shoot.
Sounds good.
That's up to you. But you won't need a hotel. They'll be here any minute. Great.
I'll go up against Caden Carter.
Sounds good. I'll let her know.
Are you flying out for some exciting...
I am.
This is going to be awesome! Do you think they'll let us keep the funny suits? I hope so.
Sorry you have to settle for getting into the ring with me.
Sure, but you'll be doing all her moves, so...
Why would I be doing all...
Because you're doubling for her? Did nobody tell you? Awkward. Yeah, they want us to give them some new combinations of moves for classic superstars.
I don't want to make a great Justine. I want to make a great me. We may be related, but we are totally different wrestlers. I'm trying to establish myself as my...
I hear you. I guess they just think there's no one in the world who's watched more Justine matches than you, so no one could do her moves as well. That's why they asked me to double my close personal friend, Trish Stratus.
I get it. It's just not what I thought I was signing.
Don't worry, it'll be fun. We'll get out there, you'll hit a couple of Justine's classic moves, and everyone gets to go home happy. You'll make believe you're Justine, and I'll pretend I'm Trish. Maybe there's a love triangle. Or I just double-crossed you and cost you a championship shot. I don't know. We can workshop our backstory on the plane.
What time does the MyRise crew get here? They're such a hassle to deal with. Oh, did I say that out loud? My bad. Friendly reminder to all talent and crew, please only use 3 squares of toilet paper. We have sensitive plumbing here. Ooh, we haven't had a session like this since the one for 2K20. Yikes. You know what? Just do whatever you want. Why am I even here? I know it's weird with no audience, but I don't know. Pretend this is WrestleMania at the Performance Center. Come on, mix it up. You've already got enough footage of that move.
1, 2. That's it. Ring the bell.
Someone's been busy.
I'm not just having matches for your benefit. And I don't super appreciate your social media commentary.
I don't really care about the motivation. Besides, I've realized something.
What's that?
Having a handful of matches is not the equivalent of putting in years of work at the Performance Center. You know, that thing you have to do if you didn't grow up with a famous wrestling family? The so-called dues you've paid over the past couple of weeks are pretty insignificant.
Ugh, you're backing out of facing me on main event?
I didn't say that. Because I also realized I can harness how unfair this is for my own good. Even if you can't benefit from your pedigree due to your overwhelming lack of talent, there's no reason why I shouldn't. And like it or not, and I do not, having a match with you, LJ, will increase my standing in the eyes of the short-sighted, legend-obsessed WWE management. Especially when I win.
So you're in?
I'm in. But I can't just squash you on main event. If we want people to stand up and really take notice, we're gonna have to have one banger of a match. So don't hold back. I know I won't.
You're determined to make this personal, aren't you?
If it encourages you to try a little harder than you did at Survivor Series, yes.
Fine. I'll ask Molly to set it up. We can settle this in the ring.
That's literally all I've been asking to do.
Ruthless Universe? You know I'm not one for spoilers, but I have it on good authority that the next episode of WWE's main event is going to be can't miss. So don't miss it.
No longer in someone else's shadow, this wrestler has a bright future.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Vermont, the Living Legend.
Few superstars come into WWE with higher expectations than this woman.
Nepotism can open the door, but now it's up to her to see what she can do with it. Tireless and fearless, it's Ava Moreno.
And from the Bronx, New York, Ava Moreno.
A matchup like this, it's one that the locker room has wanted to see. It's one that the WWE Universe has wanted to see. It's one that I've been waiting to see. And it's about to go. Welcome to main event, where Justine's niece is looking to put her Survivor Series debut in the rearview mirror against up-and-coming superstar Ava Moreno.
I've seen Ava at the PC, and she's as determined to make it in WWE as anyone out there. She'll be looking to make quick work of her unseasoned opponent.
Come on, Cole. Give Ava's opponent a chance. Rumor has it she's been hustling to get much-needed ring reps, so I, for one, am looking forward to seeing what she can do.
Oh, my God. Lights out.
Ava telegraphing that one. These two battling to a dead heat with these reversals.
Oh, my God, in the spine. That'll make her legs go numb. That offense taking a toll on her.
Showing off the quickness, that'll turn things around in a hurry.
Looking worse for wear in the corner now.
Right on the money.
Ava struggling to defend herself.
Yeah, Ava has to pull a trick from her sleeve. DDT.
Oh, my God. Salt.
reckless abandon being shown.
And paying off as well. Oh, man, meeting the barricade. And a big boot.
She throws her back in. Looking for a high-risk move. Way too and she's really being knocked around here.
Yeah, she's being met with a roadblock every time.
I'm happy she did. I don't want this match to end.
Kick connects.
And proving a bit slippery for the man.
One response after another. Back and forth we go.
Picking up speed, building momentum. Trying to change the tides of the match.
No trying. The superstar has changed the tides of the match.
Come on, you've been a WWE official.
It was clearly an accident, Corey.
But one that it looks like Ava is willing to take advantage of.
Double under the chair.
A chair, a downed referee, and an opportunity. What's she gonna do?
Is she going to use the chair?
Guess she decided to fight fair.
Ouch.
And Ava Moreno gets the win.
It seems like she was trying to do the honorable thing, but it backfired.
You'd think winning would be more important than honor, Byron.
Either way, I can't imagine this second-generation superstar is very happy with the outcome.
At least one person's happy here. This could be the type of win that could really generate some momentum for Ava Moreno.
Well, pretty pleased with how that match went.
Of course you are. You cheated.
What are you talking about? The refs certainly didn't see anything.
You pulled out a chair.
Ava may have done that, but you, of all people, should know that it doesn't matter what actually happens. It only matters what others, in this case the ref, sees. Or think they see.
Me of all people? What does that mean?
I told you I would make the WWE Universe stand up and take notice.
You planned this from the start, didn't you?
Maybe not this exactly, but I knew I had to use an opportunity against you to make a statement. Didn't go exactly as I planned, but lucky for me, you don't even know how to cheat right. And now, everyone's talking about the victory I claimed over little Justine.
Ava's right about that. It's the most buzzworthy main event match we've seen in a while. And not just the finish. You two are really going at it. It's got so much attention that management wants a rematch.
A fair one this time, I hope. Let me prove I'm better than her.
Yes, because matches in WWE are always above board and no one tries any shenanigans. But to your point, the rematch will be no DQ, which means shenanigans are legal.
This...
After fireworks in their last match, Ava Moreno and her opponent are facing off again in a no disqualification match to take care of their unfinished business.
I don't know about you, Cole, but I love that Ava will do anything to get the W. Should come in handy under these rules, or lack thereof.
Let's see if Ava's opponent can match Moreno's intensity without losing focus. You have to think she needs a strong result here to restore her confidence after taking a loss.
That was playing with fire and getting burned.
The decision to take such a risk at this juncture is questionable.
Shaking power slam.
She wants to finish this.
That was coming in hot at breakneck speed. Going fast and living dangerously.
Now would be the time for everyone to clear out.
Easier said than done. They are not concerned about anyone else's well-being.
Could be some collateral damage on the way here.
Everyone needs to clear out, including us.
Yeah, I'm just going to step aside now.
Hey, wait for me!
Able to counter. What a forearm. Running hurricanrana. Agility like that is what can set you apart from the rest of the locker room.
Oh, boy. Kendo stick in hand. Nefarious look in her eyes. She wants the contact.
Just one right after the other. Can't be stopped.
These are the kind of attacks that completely throw off your equilibrium.
This doesn't even look like trying to win a match anymore. This looks like trying to end someone's career.
Ava's telegraphing that one.
Yeah, backfired on her.
Yeah, she's getting a determined focus again.
Now with a DDT. Oh, man, they do not care who or what they destroy.
Yeah, but...
Taking a break before coming down like thunder.
Ducking out of trouble.
Oh, was that a spear?
Interceptor, boy!
She anticipated that one. Dive kick right on point.
Bam! Guys, they're getting way too close for comfort here.
Yeah, I've seen this before, and it doesn't end well.
What's next?
Whatever it is, it's not going to be good.
High risk, high reward.
She's sent back in under the ropes.
That's more like it. I think I've proven my point. I'm better.
I guess you can keep up with me when I'm having a bad day. But better? You must have lost count, LJ. We're even. We both have 1 win and 1 loss.
Ava's right on that point.
Of course you'd be on her side.
Do you really think I have it out for you somehow? Ava's right. As far as WWE is concerned, you're square. So, if you really want to settle the score, this needs to be a best out of 3 series. At least that's what management thinks.
Fine. I'll beat her on the next main event too.
They'd actually like you to have the final match on SmackDown.
On SmackDown?
Are you serious?
That's what I said, didn't I?
Then I can't wait to beat her on SmackDown.
Oh, calm down. Act like you go here.
Just one thing. The show's already been booked and is pretty tight. I could only get you a little time. So it's officially a 5-minute time limit match. My recommendation, if you want to finally settle this, someone better win quickly.
Hey, I've been looking for you, but I haven't seen you around.
You have? Honestly, I haven't had a reason to be in the SmackDown.
Yeah, I've been wanting to apologize for what I said to you at Survivor Series.
I don't know about that.
You made a mistake. Something I've done a few times in my career. Heck, I even crashed a wedding once.
You weren't?
Oh, we were. But if we stayed mad at every loss, no one...
You watched our first main event match?
Of course. Though, while I respect that you didn't try to cheat, you gotta work on your ring awareness a little.
Fair enough.
Good luck out there.
It's the superstar who's driven to live up to all the hype. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Vermont, the Living Legend.
We're looking at some of the most intense competitors in all of WWE, about to take part in one of the most anticipated matches ever.
This second-generation superstar looks to finish up.
For those of you who have been following Ava Moreno and her opponent's rivalry over on Main Event, you're in for a treat. They're here on SmackDown to settle the score.
And for those of you new to the rivalry, you're in for a treat too. These two haven't been in WWE very long, but they're already determined to crush each other.
Unfortunately, they won't have much crushing time, as this is a 5-minute time limit match, so they better crush quickly. Not so fast. Good grief. You have solidified your name as a top athlete when you're able to pull off that move. Ava struggling to defend herself. Ava's cage might be a bit rattled at this point.
Into the corner. This can't be good.
Kick to the face. Things taking a turn for her now. Yeah, but too soon to be worried. She'll get sent out the hard way. Sends the knee into the face. That'll stop you. Leaping into the wheelbarrow. Up and around.
Into the DDT.
Oh, there's the stump puller. Leg snap.
She's just getting worked over right now.
Uh-oh, second rope. Kidding me? Wow. Guys, that might have been the best moonsault ever. Big-time power slam. And shoulders are down.
She is still very much in this.
Takes the breath out. Effective counter.
Incredible. He's rising back up on those wobbly legs.
Tight spot for Ava here.
Moreno's in the worst way. Almost had her, but she gets the shoulder up.
Just when you think it's the end, she stays alive. What amazing resilience. Is this the start of the comeback?
A big opportunity finally taking flight.
Whoa, look out. It doesn't matter if you're on the outside of the ring. There is no place safe when you face such a risk taker.
Throws her back in from ringside. Taking this match off the mat now. From the top. And this has got to be it. 1, 2. Emphatic victory. Here is your winner, the Living Legend.
It's like I've always said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And did you see the finish of that match? What a victory! In fact, it's a day of victories for this whole family. Not only did my niece triumph in her first match on SmackDown, it's finally time for that big announcement I've been teasing. As you know, I recently appeared at Survivor Series, and it seemed that impromptu moment scratched an itch that the WWE Universe didn't even know they had. After some talks with corporate, we've come to an arrangement, and starting next episode, Ruthless Digressions will be an official WWE podcast. It'll be all the same content you love, just with a little more WWE oomph behind it, including a brand new studio set so we can record video for all our exclusive interviews. Move over, Broken Skull Sessions and Steve Austin. There's a new podcast host in town, and it's me.